Hello and welcome to another Chelsea chat. It's going to be brief today, so apologies for that. A more comprehensive one after Dortmund, but it is what it is. Got lots of personal stuff on. So today it was West Ham 1, Chelsea 1, and the team was Kepa in goal, Reece James at right back. In front, the side of him we had Thiago Silva and Badiashile. Left we had Cucurella. In front of them we had Enzo Fernandez with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. In front of them a really attacking three of Madueke on one side, João Felix in the middle, and Mudryk on the left. And in front of them it was Havertz. First 20 minutes, absolutely scintillating. Could have been 3 up. I get so annoyed when professional footballers who play at international level on 200 grand a week can't look along a line and decide whether to run. Particularly now that VAR's in effect. What's wrong with them? So we went 1-0 up. Good finish from João Felix, who looked exciting all game. I'll be honest, I gave him my man of the match. I just thought he edged it over Fernandez, who was competent, always made himself available, always looking to play the ball forward. But Felix, do you know what I liked about him? A little bit of physicality as well. Those of you who watch my videos a bit worried about him being lightweight. No, he really put it about out there. I remember once the West Ham, was it Sucha? Took him, he went shoulder to shoulder with him and come off best. So well done, João Felix. So we're 1-0 up and a ball gets put over and both Madueke, but it wasn't really his man, Reece James, just ball watching. Reece James today looked like a bloke who hadn't played for quite a while. He looked very conservative. He did put 2 or 3 really good balls in, but by his own standards I thought it was a poor game. But I marked him down so much for that ball watching. You've got to get goal side of your man and you've got to go with him. That goal would never have been scored if Reece James, who as you know is one of my favourite players, had been doing his job today. After that I thought we lost momentum. I thought we huffed, we puffed, we never had that same spring to our game. And that went on in the second half. Substitutes came on. Chilwell eventually replaced Cucurella. If I see Cucurella in a blue shirt again, I'll probably go 360 degrees and say Potter out. I do not see what he brings to that side. Today I thought he was vaguely better than useless. Now we have been spoilt at left back. We've had Ashley Cole. Marco Alonso, who I used to moan about, is better than Cucurella. Emerson, who scored against us today, is better than Cucurella. Alright, he's having a bad time. He's got personal problems. Don't play him. I can't imagine the personal problems that you must have off the pitch for seemingly all your footballing ability, all your basics to disappear. But if something's happened, and things do happen in life, perhaps his relations under that office block in Turkey, or perhaps they were going for a stroll with that Nicola Bully, I don't know. But I can't think of anything that can happen to you, apart from actually dying yourself, that would cause someone to be so useless. Anyhow, he was replaced. Mason Mount came on, looked sharp, but he didn't have long enough to have any bearing on the game, although he did put one cross in that arguably not Havertz, but a proper centre forward would have got on the end of. There were some good performances there. João Felix, Madueke looked a danger. He lost it 3 or 4 times, but always looked a danger offensively. And a 21-year-old lad, he's going to lose it on occasions, and on occasions in the wrong sections of the pitch. That's what I like about Fernandez, such a young man, and what a football brain he's got on him. Badiashile and Silva looked absolutely rock solid at the back. One tackle from Silva where he stayed with, can't remember the winger's name now, but he stayed with him and got back and made a tackle just as the bloke shot. I thought it was absolutely on point. Badiashile looks excellent. Why he's not in the Champions League squad, I have no idea. So you're going to have to play Koulibaly and you're going to have to put him in cold. He's not played for 3 or 4 games. You're going to have to put him in cold. Or Fofana, who's been injured since God was a lad, he's going to have to go in against Dortmund cold. Unless you're going to put Dave there. I suppose that might happen. But yeah, I can't see that at all. So yeah, we huffed and we puffed. Right near the end there, we had a definite penalty turned down. I haven't got a clue about this VAR. I think this VAR just depends whether the referee's been down the bookies or not, and what he's bet on, because that's all that could be, that not being given. The thing that really annoyed me above everything else, and it's nothing to do with Potter. Well, is it or isn't it? Because I've seen it before. We've got 5 minutes left. We're 1-1. Instead of getting that ball forward so quickly, trying to hit your centre forward, trying to put the ball over for runners, we're walking about as though we're filming a zombie film. It looked like Dawn of the Dead. People walking. I was shouting at my television, absolutely shouting. If I was a manager on that, I would have got booked and sent off. And I wouldn't have even bothered going in the dressing room because I'd have had a fight with about 5 of my players. Absolutely shocking. We need to get some urgency. I don't know if they don't realise where we are in the league. I don't know if they're living in a parallel universe. But I was fuming today. The much maligned Mason Mount was running and trying to get it forward. The much maligned Gallagher, although when he comes on as a sub, it looks like he's trying to impress so much that he's all over the show. They were running about, Ziyech playing it back. Not just them, but everyone just strolling about playing, and you think, oh, in the old days you'd be banging it forward for Osgood or Dixon. And the amount of times we've won a game when we could have drawn because Dixon or Osgood or Drogba have got their head on it, too many to mention. No chance of that happening today. Wouldn't have even got onto the person's head because they're tippy-tapping it about, back to Kepa, out to the wing, back into midfield. Oh, minute left of injury time. Oh, back to Kepa. That's all I'm going to say today, folks. Sorry it's so short, but I've got a lot of personal stuff on. So perhaps I've lost my ability to walk if Cucurella's anything to go by. So there we go. Scores, right then, quickly. Kepa gets a 7. He never had much to do. His distribution was good. One good save from Rice, where the West Ham goal was disallowed quite rightly. Looked offside before VAR. Reece James gets a 5. Ball watching on the goal. I thought his general performance was that of a player that had been injured for a long while and then had been thrown in. Very negative. 3 balls that I can remember put in, but a lot of the time where the normal Reece James would try going by a player, chose to play it back in. Just as infuriating as some of the other. But that ball watching, I thought he'd got out of that. He'd done it a couple of years ago against someone, and it crept back into his game today. Just inside him, Silva gets an 8. Badiashile gets an 8. Cucurella gets a 1 because he was there and he had his shoes on. In midfield, Enzo Fernandez gets an 8. Ruben Loftus-Cheek gets a 6.5. Again, he looked like a man and had a lot of minutes. Strange decision for me putting him there, but there you go. Maybe just no one else. Mudryk gets a 6.5. Tried going, brought one good save off Fabianski. Always looked like he was going to be a danger, offensive minded. What we need for certain games, and yeah, it lost it a few times. But that's just being a young lad, isn't it? Inside of him, João Felix gets my man of the match with an 8.5. On the other side, Mudryk, flatter to deceive, made some good runs, not getting the ball. 6.5. Havertz, lots of running. When you've got that David Fofana on a bench, I'm sorry, Kai, but particularly with 20 minutes to go, you've got to get that Fofana on and Havertz off. It's unfair for me to keep going on at Havertz because he's not a number 9. That's clear. Doesn't look across that line. That's what infuriates with me. And because of that, he gets a 5. Chilwell came on. Looked like a bloke who'd not played since God was a lad. But even saying that, he was such an upgrade on Cucurella. It's like having 100 metres race and replacing me with Usain Bolt. Oh, Potter gets a 6. I'd have picked virtually the same side, made virtually the same substitutions, but they look like they need a kick up the backside. They look like they need a injection of energy after that first 20 minutes, and I don't know if Potter is able to provide that. I honestly don't know. You know, because we have got a lot of egos in that dressing room. It's not like Brighton, who realise they've got to fight and go out and give their all. I think that last 10 minutes there showed that Chelsea haven't got that mentality. So whether that's easy to manage or not, I don't know. Anyway, all from me. Let me know your thoughts. I want to know what you thought, because that's why I do these. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and speak to you after the Dortmund game. Up to Chelsea.